Okay, I got a good topic video I want to come on here and discuss right here. Sorry, I know you get to see my face today, right? And I'm not apologizing. You know what? You get to see it anyways. Okay, this is going to be the title of my video. So I had a weird incident happen one day at Nichols. I don't think I should come on here to. I feel open to talk about those things, you know. Now I'm a graduate, and I feel open to talk about it. Okay. The really good topic is what to do if your community college or university emails two people who have the same first and last name over incomplete records. Okay, this is what I kind of thought about this one, and it's like, wait a minute. A lot of this I kind of cleared by taking some action. And first and foremost, what I did on the first step was I read the emails carefully. I kind of told my parents too that there were two people they were trying to get a hold of, that somebody had an incomplete record over some classes. There were two Hannahs on the Nichols campus. So kind of first of all, and this is what you should do. First of all, if you live with your parents like I did, I would read the email and tell the parents. Like, talk to the parents. And my parents knew it wasn't me. They knew straight up it wasn't me at all. Because I stayed my butt up at night studying and earning my grades the correct way. So they knew it wasn't me. The professors knew it wasn't me either. So I kind of followed the steps like this. I read the emails very carefully, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Why would they do two Hannahs? And then I was like, I know this is not me. Because they had some people that had some incompletes. Like, I was like, no, this is not me. And I go to pull up my, want how I know about the whole incomplete thing? I pull up my academic transcript. Checked the classes. But some of these classes, was not included in my major. Because my major was music and this other Hannah went for something else. Not music. I want to go into, like, okay, what I was looking for is the incomplete grades anywhere and everywhere they were mentioning. I had none. Like, no incomplete grades. I was lucky. I might have had W's that means I withdraw something. But if it's a major class, it became a letter grade because once it did that, it means it totally did count. Yeah, I took it. So that was. So I was lucky about that one. I never had incompletes. I was like, but if you do have an incomplete, I would suggest you attempt to resolve incomplete grades. And you can do that by emailing that professor you had and saying, hey, I had an incomplete. You want to try to attempt to resolve that grade before it becomes an F. Because incompletes are an F. The W's won't count against you, but the incompletes can hurt you. So I would do it that way. Because you don't need an F to hurt your GPA. As can. Incompletes and F's can really hurt your grades. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to do something about that. I think there's a time limit on those, around one semester or so. I don't remember the limit, but you had a certain time frame you got to resolve it before they come out. And that's what the freaky emails can look like if for someone that didn't resolve something like that. If you don't have an incomplete grade, that means if you've been on top of your work, your professors know you're trying, your parents know you've been staying up all night studying, even if you had extracurricular activity, and you've been on top of your stuff, earning additional standings, which that was my case, in a positive way, because I've earned 8 semesters worth of not just a good standing, but staying myself on Dean's List, honor and President's List. I followed this suggestion. And you're going to thank me later when you see this video and thinking, oh my gosh, this is me too. And I not had it incomplete. And you just helped me. And okay, this is what you would do in this situation to clear your name out of that email list. I had to do this to defend myself. And this is what you should do. If you don't have incomplete grades, I would get a hold of your academic advisor. I was lucky enough to have 2 advisors looking after my butt throughout my time at NSU. And I probably email him and the other advisor, somebody would go look at the records to make sure I wasn't misrepresenting myself, for one. I would also CC, send the dean the email too. Carbon copy that dean, and we know our dean. Thank God I do know her off the back of my hand, but I hardly ever went to her. No, I try not to go that far down. I was trying to be not getting people in trouble, but I kind of CC her too to say, hey, hello. I've gotten this and this how I would say good morning, good afternoon, start like that. Say my name is Hannah. Yeah. But if you're also emailing your advisor, chances are your advisor already knows you by name, because if you're like me, been around in close knitted departments like music, the advisors do know you very well. I say hello. Gotten this crazy email about this whole mix-up between 2 people, and I checked over my academic records, and I don't have any incomplete grades. Could y'all be emailing this other person besides me, and I'll just include your ID number to separate it. That way, if they can verify it on their end of the stick, that your name will be cleared off the record. I make sure I use. That's why knowing your ID number when you're in these situations is gonna help you. It's really gonna help you get your name out of trouble, pretty much. Cause I tell you one thing. This is not the only time I had to deal with multiple Hannahs. I've had to deal with this my entire life, not just university. I dealt with it in the doctor's offices, and there were 2 Hannah Fungis in most of those doctor's clinics I've been to. And every time I ask or go in for care, I have to verify the date of birth, and that's probably standard with all the clinics, to make sure we got the right patient. Oh, the pharmacy, that's another one. Every time I go get prescriptions, I gotta verify with the date of birth. Oh, this gets very fascinating, don't it? And when I was in school too, that was another one. We had a few Hannahs in Nichols, not Nichols, sorry. Well, Nichols was one of them. But there were times in HL and Fletcher, we had some Hannahs in the classroom. And we had to verify it by everybody's last name. What a mess, right? But hey, I learned how to verify it early on. But hey, but I want to thank the people who looked after for my butt. Who wasn't afraid to tell the truth like it darn is. See you later.